What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Launchpad 1412, bringing you online ranked Magic as a random opponent in the NBA 2K13. And this is a good match. It's a classic, like it says in the title, classic match here. My opponent has the Indianapolis Pacers. I have the Denver Nuggets, and my opponent was pretty good. Shout out to my opponent, big props to my opponent, much respect. One of the things I noticed that he liked to do, that he liked to go baseline a lot, like he did right there with George Hill. He went baseline with George Hill, Paul George, and Danny Granger a lot. It was one of his patented moves. You know, it's all good. You know, if that's what you do you. You know, I have no problem with it. Of course, as an opponent, no problem. You know, do whatever you feel like is your strength. And we put together a solid game. This game wasn't tight all the way through. I actually was down for a while. As far as like points wise, of course, I was down like 10 or 11 points at one point, and I had to come back. But besides that, it was a pretty tight game. We both passed the ball to each other teammates an awful lot to see until we got somebody open. Paul George had 18 right there. Ty Lawson hit a 3 right there. He had 30 points, 30 big ones, 6 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 steals. Ty Lawson had a big game. Every time I play with the Nuggets, Ty Lawson has a big game. He's one of the best players I've played with on this game. Believe it or not, he's actually one of the best players I've played with on this game. And he's dangerous because the things he can do as far as like go to shoot the outside jumper and get layups on the inside right there. I'm down 6 points right there, as you can see. That was the end of the first quarter, going to the second quarter right now. But yeah, back to Ty Lawson a little bit. Ty Lawson is a dangerous person to play against on this game. Whenever I play with him or against him, he's always been a problem. His ability to hit that outside jump shot and get into the paint whenever he wants to just makes him difficult to guard, even though he is like one of the smaller players on the court. So if you play against Ty Lawson in this game, you have to account for him. Don't sleep on him. He's just somebody you have to account for because of his abilities. But right here, I try to pass the ball around as much as I can. I know Iguodala had a good game, had a solid game right there. Ty Lawson again, the jumper actually misses it. The man will get the dunk, put back dunk, 63 on the dunk meter. I tried to pass the ball around as much as I could this game. It's one of the things you got to do when you play with Denver. You know, Denver has a lot of scores, and they can score in different ways, especially with the addition of Iguodala. He has his own way of scoring too. So when you play with them, you kind of have to figure out a way to maneuver and just get everybody in the game. If you do that, it'll give you your best chance to win, because none of the players on the Denver Nuggets are what you would consider a superstar. We have a couple of all-stars, but not really like a superstar, like a Carmelo or a Kobe or Kevin Durant. You know, so you kind of got to move the ball out with them. Right there, you see DJ Augustine was the player of the half with 4 points, 4 assists. He had a solid game. You know, it's third quarter right here. You know, I'm down, and this wasn't one of my best quarters in this game this year. This is actually one of the worst quarters I've played. In this quarter, you're gonna see he pretty much kind of dominates the quarter, takes over, and it was just it wasn't like a total domination to the point where it was like, oh my goodness. But he definitely did take the game over, you know, and he made it difficult for me to come back. You know, shout out to my opponent again for that. And man, he did a lot of pick and rolls too. That which probably won't get noticed in this game because of how fast paced the game is and how the editing process is and how I put it together. You know, see right there, he gets a nice pass to the paint. He did that a lot. Like whenever he saw somebody dish it to the paint, he kicked the ball to him. And that's what you want to do when you play these games. You know, understand the game, and understand what you can do and what you can't do. Right here, he gets another nice shot, makes another nice shot to go up 48-37 before the fourth quarter starts. Now, right here, I try to heave right here, and I'm down 11 points. I'm down 11 points right now. It's only 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and I have to mount some type of comeback. It's not going to be easy. The Indiana Pacers are a solid defensive team outside the end, and you know I got to figure some way to come back. Ty Lawson right there with the jumper, misses. Actually goes in. You know, brings me within 9. Another jumper right there, 3-pointer, brings me within 6. And man, Ty Lawson had he just, I don't even know how to explain that guy. That guy had a crazy game. Right, Ty Lawson again with the pass. Iggy getting in on the front right here, hitting the jumper. I was a little shocked to hit that. I kind of didn't want to take that shot, but hey, I took it anyway. But you know, I'm coming back. I'm finding some way to get back in the game. Being as though it's a little easy to score this year on the NBA 2K, sometimes it's not that hard to come back, but It's just when you're down and it's late, you know, it's always going to be difficult to some degree. No matter what game you play, whether it's hockey, soccer, football, basketball, no matter what you do, it's going to be difficult to come back, you know. And it was difficult right there. He gets a field goal right there. I think that was his only field goal of the quarter. I think I kind of shut him down defensively. He had a couple free throws, but besides that, I think that was his only field goal of the quarter right there. He hit a big play right there to go up 2 points. Ty Lawson just having a big game, having another big day. Ty Lawson again. And he comes right back down and gets a jumper of his own. Well, actually like a leaning floater, so to speak, like layup thing there. I'm like, man, I just can't. Whenever I hit a jump shot to end the game, and my opponent has a chance to end the game, I cannot get no luck with that. It's like they're gonna make it. But, you know, it is what it is. But now it's overtime. 54-54 overtime. Now we have a game here. I took a jumper right there. I didn't shoot that like I wanted to. Wide open jump shot right there. But I end up getting the offensive rebound back, and Ty Lawson ends up getting it wasn't an assist. Almost had an assist. And you know, he's off to the races. Big dunk right here, putting him up 2 points, and he gets to go on the line, making it 57-54. I always have a problem in the clutch with the Nuggets. They're one of the difficult teams to play with in the clutch because there's no one really to go to. But you know, I try to go to Ty Lawson, you know, and whoever else is open, you kind of going to whoever else is open. Right there, Ty Lawson gets a layup right there, bring within one. My opponent coming right back, end up getting a steal. The Nuggets play good defense at the end of this game too, though. This is a close game. This is a crazy game. You know, you gotta watch this one to the end. Of course, you gotta know I don't tell you who's gonna win, but you know, just stay tuned. You know, it's a tough game. You know, right here, Hill at the top of the key, passes it all. Smart decision right there. And he's trying to find some way to get a score in there. Hill with the pass out to Granger. Granger to the cup. Gets a nice bucket right there. Oh, actually, he missed that. I'm sorry. Missed the bucket right there. And you know, I'm coming down. I gotta find some way to take this lead. I'm down one. I end up missing it right there, and he comes right back. You know, crazy game, crazy moments right here. It's kind of hard not to give you a play-by-play, so to speak, when the game is this close in the basketball game. You know, I kind of didn't want to take anything out. I'm not sure if y'all mind that or not, but the game is hectic right here. You know, he's up one. He has to find some way to score. Defense getting more intense. And right here, I end up forcing a shot clock violation. Great defense on my part. Shout out to the Nuggets for that. Right here, Ty Lawson gets an open jumper. Why not take it? Putting me up 1 point, giving me somewhat of a comfortable lead late in this overtime. Of course, no lead is comfortable. He comes right back with his patented baseline move. Gets a dunk 44 on the intensity meter. I gotta come right back and try to get a score of my own. Ty Lawson. Let's see what he got. Ty Lawson misses the jumper right there. End up getting the offensive board and putting it back. Whoo! Got lucky right there. End up going up one now. 40 on the dunk intensity meter. Got lucky right there. So needed that offensive rebound. So needed that dunk. But he comes right back. He ends up getting fouled right here, and this puts him on the line. Does he have any clutch in him? Misses the first one. Second free throw. Cans that one. 60-60. And we have a game. You know, it's a tie ball game. I'm trying to figure out some way to get a score. You know, the score is tied up, and you know, I need this bucket. Let's see, can I end the game? Ty Lawson. Who else am I going to give it to? Yes, Ty Lawson with the jumper right there, putting me up too. I have to stop him. You know, this is so difficult for me right here. Just to stop people. Right here, he gets a wide open David West. I'm just like, come on, y'all. Y'all know he got that jumper right there. You know he's going to hit that, but I have another chance to end the game. There I go, a little double team right there. The guy pops back, and Ty Lawson doesn't quite knock down the jumper, and it is double overtime. Yes, I'm bringing y'all another double overtime game. I know y'all like, man, you're probably the only guy that gets into these kinds of crazy games. But hey, somebody's got to get into them. Somebody asked me what my thought process was in these games. You know, all that I can say is just try to win. Try to find some way to come up with the victory. Double overtime here. And of course, you know, you got to try to find some way to score. He makes an adjustment though. He puts Paul George, I believe Paul George 6'10" on Ty Lawson. Ty Lawson was such a problem, he puts Paul George on him. But right here, he gets a breakaway right here. Takes a jump shot, doesn't get it to go down. And being as though he has Paul George, that is 6'10" and one of the best premier defenders in the league, on Ty Lawson, I end up having to go into Iggy. And Iggy ends up hitting that jumper right there, putting me up 2. You know, he was kind of my only option. He was kind of like, not I won't say the only option, but he was an option that felt like was the best option. Tied the game up right there, as you see. See, I hit him with the call like that. Probably could have took that jumper, but didn't. I wanted to take a closer jumper and ended up missing it. He gets the ball back with a chance to take the lead. And he does just that, getting a nice little layup right there. And he's up 2. You know, this is where it gets a little complicated for Denver. You know what I mean, but of course, no matter what, I'm gonna try to find some way to end the game or win the game. I'm sorry. I tried to do something with Iggy right there. I didn't press the button as hard as I would have liked, and I ended up not getting that jumper right there. But it comes down to he misses it, giving me another shot to tie the ball game up. Iggy again, trying to go to the cup, and I ended up getting a foul right there. And I don't know if I needed that foul now, because I probably would have had a layup if the referee wouldn't have called that. But it's all good. Now I got the ball again. Trying to find some way to tie the game up. So you got that 6'10" Paul George on my main player, making it tough. So I got to go to Iggy. Iggy getting the jumper right there. It doesn't make it, and he is still up with a chance to go up 4 or even 3 or even 5. This is intense right here. You know, when you get close in these games, you want to win, but end up getting a steal right there. Bad pass on this part. Iggy ends up getting it and gets the dunk. He doesn't take any chances. 89 on intensity meter. Doesn't take no chance. Go ahead and dunks it. Why not? Tie ball game. Can I get this steal? Yes, I can. Fast break right here. I end up getting another dunk. And whew, it felt so good to get that, because I knew if I had to get into a half-court set, it was gonna be hard for me to score, because that 6'10" Paul George on Ty Lawson, and Ty Lawson is kind of my half-court game this game. But the game is still going. The game is still intense. I'm only up 2, and I got to stop him. This is tough for Denver to stop. These type of possessions right here, but I end up getting another steal. Woo! How lucky was I? How lucky was I not to get that stolen away? And I actually ended up getting to the free throw line. But Ty Lawson, who else? That's 29 points. That'll make it 30, putting me up 6 points, 6 points, I believe. And opponent calls timeout. Of course, why not? Smart call on his part. And he has a chance to try to do something to make some type of miracle. It's going to be pretty difficult with the amount of seconds left in the game, but you can't put nothing past anyone. Then he ends up stepping out of bounds. I'm not sure what was going on right there. But after he does that, he ends up quitting the game. I guess he figured he was going to lose. That's a tough loss right there. Double overtime, that's a tough loss. That doesn't give him an excuse to quit or whatever. But I mean, no big deal. You can't consolidate in the NBA 2K, so it's all good. It doesn't make him a quitter or nothing. But shout out to him though. Shout out to my opponent. Shout out to my subscribers. If you stuck with me this long, thank you for being entertained by me. I'm gonna try to give you guys as many videos as I can. And it's another classic, another crazy one. Hope y'all enjoyed. Oh man, it was every one of those type of games. It's your boy Launchpad 1412, and I'm out.